Well, Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to another EBTV sports presentation. This is Jimmy Allinder, joined by Megan O'Neill as we usher in the 2006 season for girls basketball as East Brunswick takes on J.P. Stevens in a Greater Middlesex Conference Red Division game. Okay, Megan, I'm going to borrow from the Central Jersey Home News writer John Haley, who talked about East Brunswick 16-9 last year, okay? But at 6-2 right now, he characterizes this as a turnaround team. What do you think about that?
I think definitely he's correct. I mean, last year they struggled a little bit and really lost a lot of games that were close. And this year they really just turned it around. They had a huge win against Piscataway on Thursday. And really all season long they've been showing what they're capable of. And hopefully they can continue to do that and really be a force in the Middlesex County.
Okay, you told me that you were at the game against Piscataway. Clearly it looks like Piscataway, South Brunswick, and East Brunswick are at the upper echelon of the GMC, and then after that maybe a little gap in between. But talk about some of the performances that you saw at the Piscataway game with the East Brunswick players.
Really, the entire East Brunswick team came out and played strong. We had a lot of players step up big at different points in the game. Laura Petriello, great offensive game scoring. Megan Mayo, great defensive game. Jess Campbell really stepped up. She held Asia Jenkins to 2 points in the first half, which is amazing defense, and she really played strong offensively. I would say overall, though, the entire team played well.
Okay, and East Brunswick, of course, with this 6-2 record, is going to be facing a J.P. Stevens team with a 1-4 record. Megan, you had a chance to talk to Andy Eng, the J.P. Stevens coach, before the game. How does he attack this East Brunswick team?
Really, he's coming into this game as a huge underdog. They need to play their best basketball to be in this game. He was talking about watching their turnovers and taking care of the ball, being in the right defensive spots. Really, they're going to have to play a perfect game in order to compete tonight.
Okay, we're going to talk more about this East Brunswick J.P. Stevens game, but right now we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the tip-off right after this. Okay, everybody, we are back here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium as we're about ready to tip off with East Brunswick girls meeting the J.P. Stevens Hawk girls. We're trying to get the starting lineups here. I was missing one. Number five, that's it. Okay, we got it. All righty, for East Brunswick, Anna Chesnikova, Laura Petriello, Megan Maya, Jessica Campbell, and Candace Green, all familiar names, all with a lot of experience, which was a big factor in that 61-60 win over Piscataway. Catherine Runo, number 33 for J.P. Stevens. Bobby Van Fleet, 24. She's tipping off. Casey Kirsch and Lisette Polanco. All righty, Megan, we are ready to go here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium. And again, the keys for J.P. Stevens: defense, no turnovers, do their sets. For East Brunswick, probably anything they want to do.
Just need to come out strong and
there you go.
Look good from the beginning.
Megan Mayo with a nice feed to Jessica Campbell.
And that's how to do it.
You betcha. And East Brunswick with a quick 2-0 lead. Underway here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium. And just watching Stevens handle the ball, I'm wondering how much difficulty they're going to have penetrating against this East Brunswick team. There is a shot taken by number 33, Runo. Bounce off of East Brunswick's Chesnikova. She gets it right in the face.
She had a nice block first and then got hit with the ball in the face. Looks like she's going to be okay.
So Stevens will inbounds the ball. That's Polanco, number 21. Out to Van Fleet, who's going to get a lot of action, it appears. Chesnikova almost had it. Then it's tipped up ahead to Mayo. Shot up by Petriello, won't go. Excuse me, that was, yes, that was Petriello.
Yes.
Okay. Shot from the outside from Van Fleet. Hits a three.
Nice shot. J.P. Stevens answering right back.
And they take a 3-2 lead. 7:06 left to go in the first quarter of play. Good ball movement by East Brunswick. Gets the outside three.
And Candace Green able to answer right back. Good in and out play by East Brunswick against that 2-3 zone.
5-3 the score. Bears on top. With the ball is that is Kirsch.
Anna Chesnikova in the passing lane knocks it away.
I'm not even going to count the amount of turnovers East Brunswick gets today. Campbell, nice up and in. Jessica with 4 points, 2 baskets, 7-3 the score. There's another turnover. And that is going to be the difficulty. East Brunswick can pretty much do what it wants. And Andy Yang, the Hawk coach,
he knew that from the beginning, right?
Yeah, got it minimized.
Really, they get all over you. They cause turnovers, and JP Stevens' team is going to have trouble with that today.
Green running the show. Mayo inside out. Petriello knocked away nicely by Van Fleet. She seems to be the athlete on that team. There's an open 3. 2, they're going to give her 2 on that.
The Bears starting out hot tonight shooting.
Petriello extends the lead to 9-3. First quarter, almost a turnover. Go ahead.
This is going to be frustrating for the JP Stevens team if they can't break this press.
Exactly, and that's the only way they're going to do it, with these lead passes and making those shots.
Yes.
Here comes East Brunswick back with the ball. Green, nice feed. Took that bounce. Ooh. Wonder if she needed to. Petriello, they're going to call a jump ball.
I think you're right on that one. She would have been better off just going straight up with her left hand.
Yeah, and that's what the coaching staff, the Whalen brother and sister duo.
Jess Campbell knocks it away. Another turnover for JP Stevens.
I promise you, I'm not going to say Jess once tonight.
I'm sorry, Jessica.
Yes. Mom says she's the only one that can say Jess. There's Petriello.
Petriello coming off of a strong game against Piscataway, too. Led the Bears in scoring, played great defense. All around good game for her.
Second basket for Laura. 11-3 East Brunswick. 5:20 left to go in the first quarter. They're going to have trouble penetrating here. Nowhere to go. Stevens. That was a desperate type of shot. Therein is the problem. 1, getting it across court, and number 2, once they're set up in their half court, getting off a quality shot.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, we've only really seen Van Fleet was the only one who's been effective so far offensively for JP Stevens.
There's a lob pass into Van Fleet. Misses the shot. Good feed from Mayo. A little long on the shot was Jessica.
She gets right back on the ball. That's a good thing to see for the Bears.
Nice feed inside. Will not go. However, they got to make those shots, the Hawks do. Ball goes out of bounds to East Brunswick. Mayo's been sort of quiet here.
So far, been a little bit quiet. She hasn't really had any opportunities for a shot. We'll see her take her first one right now.
Bingo. That didn't last long.
She doesn't like it when you say that she's been quiet.
Yeah. Just a sophomore.
No, Megan Mayo is actually a senior.
Oh, she's a junior now? Boy, time
senior.
flies. She's a senior.
Yeah, Candace Green is the sophomore on the team.
That's the one I'm thinking. I'm sorry. They're going to call steps by Jessica Campbell. Turnover, one of the few we've seen from East Brunswick. 14-3 is the score. 4:18 remaining in quarter 1.
Right now, the Bears just want to continue what they're doing. Maybe take their time a little bit more and not have any turnovers. But so far, they've been playing good defense and been scoring effectively. So they just want to continue that for the rest of this first quarter.
Green was excellent on that turnover. Just used her body to guard the ball. Ended up with a jump ball. East Brunswick gets it. Bettini in for Stevens, first substitution for the Hawks.
Great inbound pass to Anna Chesnikova.
Look what I found.
Excellent play by the Bears, finding each other. They really look like they're playing as a team out there. Everyone's getting their shots.
Campbell with 6 points. East Brunswick 16-3. Bounce pass inside. Didn't connect, however, it was off East Brunswick. Megan, next time down the court for East Brunswick, I'm going to watch the guard play because I think that's going to be a real key to their success this year. There's a shot in by Van Fleet. She has both baskets for Stevens, making it 16-5. What I'm saying is that pressure teams like Piscataway and South Brunswick you want to see how they handle the ball against those teams.
Both Piscataway and South Brunswick, when the Bears played against them, actually played them in zones, which is one of the things that the Bears really need to focus on, is taking care of the basketball, faking passes, facing the basket, and then they're effective. It's when they start to not focus as much and just get a little bit sloppy that they have trouble against teams like that.
Okay. Substitutions for East Brunswick. Riccio in the game for the first time, along with number 23, that's DeFalco. Also in for East Brunswick, Christy Lang. So you have 3 new players.
Candace Green was short on that shot. She follows it up nicely.
That was a nice follow-up. Green with her second basket, 18-5, 2:55 left to go in the quarter. Riccio got away with a push maybe.
Nice job getting in the passing lane though. She did good.
Stevens with the inbounds.
Looks like a loose ball almost there. Jess Campbell goes for it.
Van Fleet takes it strong. In and out. Gets her own rebound, puts it up.
Nice shot by Van Fleet, sticking with it. She missed a shot. She stuck with it.
Yeah, but how do you not call a jump ball on that? She went up and down. It could have been a traveling call.
Yeah.
All right, 16-7. Van Fleet with all the points for J.P. Stevens. 18-7 is the score. Nice bounce pass inside to Jessica.
Off the back of the rim.
Stevens with the rebound. With it is Runo. She looks for a pass to Van Fleet. That was kind of like a nice pass.
Van Fleet's doing a great job cutting to the basket, really making good, strong, quick cuts. East Brunswick needs to get in front of her and, give her a little bump before she can get by them like that.
It's the first team foul for East Brunswick. Turnover there. Green with it. Over to Lang. Stolen, cross-court pass. Runo's going to put it up. And will not go in.
And the Bears are off and running again. See if they can get anything good.
Good penetration to the middle of the floor. Put up by DeFalco.
And she hits it. She stepped up big against Piscataway. She had to come in for Anna Chestakova, who was in foul trouble, and played great defense, had some nice shots.
21-7, East Brunswick, another turnover. Lang to the middle of the court, and she's fouled. I think that's the first team foul for Stevens on Kirsch. Mayo returns, as does Petriello. DeFalco takes a fake, puts it underneath the basket, kicks it out. Won't go. Bears are getting the shots, though. Whoop, off the leg of Bruno.
And again, their coach cannot be happy with that. Some careless, unforced turnovers for J.P. Stevens. It's gonna be a long game for them if that continues.
Just about a minute to play in this first quarter of play. 21-7, East Brunswick with the lead. DeFalco thought about it. Long cross-court pass. A couple of those have been a little bit different. DeFalco put it up, wouldn't go. Van Fleet still with it, stops her dribble. That's the problem. When she stops dribbling.
Can't give up your dribble like that.
And what do they call that? A turn?
It was a backcourt, okay. Yeah. I guess he's saying that she just lost the ball. No one else touched it, so.
38 seconds left to go in this quarter. Megan Mayo now at the one guard.
J.P. Stevens already looks a little bit tired and just kind of hanging out, letting the Bears wait for the last shot. This is going to make for a boring couple of seconds here.
Penetration by Lang to Mayo. 10 seconds.
Still plenty of time to get a shot off.
Looks at the clock, does Lang. Nice feed inside.
Good kick out by Allie Riccio.
Right. Riccio with a kick out. That feed inside is what set that shot up, even though East Brunswick did not make it.
Absolutely, and the key to that was Christy Lang did a great job making the bounce pass into the high post. That way, defenders are less likely to knock it away when they have to bend down for it. So far, I would say the Bears in the first quarter came out very strong. They look good. They were shooting excellent at the beginning. They've missed a couple shots later, but overall their defense was good. And I would say JP Stevens right now has to be concerned about some of the unforced turnovers, and they haven't really been able to get too many good looks at the basket offensively. So,
just looking at the 6-2 record for East Brunswick, they opened up with a 53-31 win over Old Bridge, and then followed that with a 65-50 victory over a rather improved Edison team. That team was down and out for a number of years, but improved and are at 500 right now. They continued with a 64-32 win over Woodbridge, and then ran into a quality North Hunterdon team. They're always
absolutely
good.
Great team.
49-25, 50-30 over Bishop R, followed by a 55-19 victory over Long Branch, then fell to that South Brunswick team 63-53 as we begin play in the second quarter, and then that 61-60. They call it an upset over Piscataway. I have to say that is an upset because those teams are going to meet again. And,
absolutely.
We'll see what happens. Van Fleet with it, and she again stops her dribble, which causes the tie-up. And the ball goes to East Brunswick early in this second quarter of play. 21-7 is the score. East Brunswick comfortably up.
It looks like JP Stevens is in like a 3-2 zone right now.
That's going to leave the open three. And East Brunswick just needs to make those shots. Chesnikova with the rebound. I thought she double.
Might have been a double dribble there.
Yeah, I thought she double dribbled. Got away with it. Puts it home.
And the Bears really need her inside to be a force because they don't have too much post play. And with her size, she needs to be a force.
Looking for penetration is Stevens. They put the shot up, but it's blocked by Chesnikova.
Bears are off and running. Candace Green to Laura Petriello.
Oh, puts it home against a lot of pressure by Van Fleet.
That's where she makes her money in basketball there. Pressure shot, layups. She's able to finish them most of the time.
Bounce pass, but it really wasn't there.
Loose ball.
Who has it?
Looks like the ref's going to say went off Jessica Campbell.
So Stevens will inbounds. Casey Kirsch dribbling the ball. And now Stevens has to come out and meet that. They're going to call Mayo with the push. Second team foul for the Bears. Megan's first foul. And we're going to have a timeout. Looks like Ang is going to call a timeout for his Hawks, talk things over. Megan, you made the observation that that East Brunswick has had to play in the half court against teams like Stevens and South Brunswick. So essentially what you're saying is that they're going to have to be good with their threes because they're probably going to be given a lot of opportunities on the outside. How have they, thus far? I haven't looked at the shooting from the outside, but it looks like Candace Green has been leading the team by far.
Certainly, and she has a great three-point shot, and they have a lot of girls that can shoot from the outside, but even when you play against the zone, really the key is to have an inside-out game, and that's why they need Jessica Campbell and Anna Chesnikova to play well inside so that they really have a more balanced attack. Candace Green putting so much pressure on right now. Great job on the ball handler.
She really is a special player.
Absolutely, and she's still so young. She's got, this is her sophomore year, so she's got 2 more years after this. She's going to be a great player for East Brunswick right now and in the future.
Good man-to-man defense. That was forced inside to Van Fleet. Wouldn't go. However, they say it was off East Brunswick. Could have gone either way.
Yeah, that was seemed like the pass was just thrown up in the air for anyone to get.
Lob pass inside, goes off the backboard.
We got the Bears still playing their man-to-man defense.
Got
Looks
another
like they're being
foul.
called. Anna Chesnikova called for holding.
And his first foul, team's third foul. 6:06 remaining in the first half of play. There's the inbounds. Shot up, will not go. However, Patini comes through. And finally, Stevens has someone else besides Van Fleet to get on the scoreboard. 25-9. Lob pass inside.
Can't finish. Looked like she might have had a little wraparound pass right there to the other side of the basket for Anna Chesnikova. It might have been a better decision. She had 2 girls on her down low.
So the jump ball goes to Stevens on the arrow.
Bears in their 2-2-1 press.
Cross court, boxed. Good job by Stevens to get that. And at least they got a quality shot off.
Absolutely. Couldn't finish it, but they did a nice job moving the ball around, beating the press with the pass.
And at this point, that's what you're looking for, is to see the team get through this penetration. Nice feed inside.
What a
Beautiful
pass. That was amazing. She faked her shot. She took a dribble the opposite way, looked away, and was able to just get right inside to the basket.
Campbell with a basket, her 4th. She has 8 points as the score is extended to 27-9 in favor of East Brunswick. Good defense by Petriello.
Knocks it away, sees her
Looking
teammate.
at the pass, and she gets a foul on Van Fleet. That was a good pass inside to Green.
So far, I've been so impressed with the Bears today. Just working together as a team and really looking for each other and not being selfish at all. Every single one of them are looking to get the ball to each other, get a better shot, and it really has made them look good so far on their breaks and in the half court.
This is the first foul shot by either team as Green sinks the first one. Good on the second. She's got 7 points. (29-9). Bounce pass inside, stolen by Petriello. Here comes East Brunswick. Petriello to the middle, going to take it home.
Great jump stop and finish by Laura Petriello. Coast to coast on that one. Got back, got the steal, and took it all the way.
31-9 East Brunswick, as you have Petriello with 8 points, Campbell with 8 points, and Green with 7 points.
That's one of the great things about this East Brunswick team, too. They have so many people that can score.
Van Fleet from the 3-point line, in and out.
JP Stevens could have used that one right now. They really need something offensively to get them going, keep them in this game.
Pass inside, maybe forced. Shot outside off the rim. Petriello down with it, maintains her dribble. Very nice play, except it was, I thought she was tripped on that.
Seems like the refs just want to keep this game going. I think she's okay.
All righty. Van Fleet takes it to the hoop, then backs away, and that is what caused that shot to go awry. Mayo inside. Nice shot. And she has 5 points. East Brunswick 33-9. What do we have here? A timeout by East Brunswick? Probably to check on Petriello, who went down on her ankle.
Want to get her out of the game.
Yeah.
She looks like she's upset that she didn't get that call, and she might have hurt her ankle a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's nothing serious. It doesn't seem like it is.
Well, with the way these ladies play, ankle injuries are kind of like the norm, so.
Exactly.
And once you stretch those ligaments, and you may have some personal experience in this.
There's no turning back.
There's no, yeah, I know, but you get that initial pain, and then after a while, it sort of wears away.
Oh, definitely,
You know?
yeah. At first, you feel like it might be bad,
Yeah.
and then you kind of get up and you can almost walk it off.
And hopefully that is what Laura is going through now.
Fortunately for this game, she doesn't need to play. You know, they might want to just rest her.
Lang with a
Christy Lang
rather
stepping up to the line, knocking it down.
unorthodox shot. Did you see how she lofted that?
Absolutely.
36-9. About 3 minutes to go in the
Good to see her
half.
shoot, though. We don't normally see Christy Lang put up too many shots, so.
Exactly. That was actually the third time she shot from the three-point arc. She was
season,
1
yeah.
for 3, now 2 for 4. So she's got the highest average on the team for 3 points, 500. Good bounce pass.
Bears trying to work it inside and back out. That shot was a little off.
One thing to note, Megan, on JP Stevens' side, a lot of players are in there that have not had rests. You got to figure this can really hurt them in the second half.
Oh,
They're not going to be able to
certainly.
put up with East Brunswick.
Unfortunately, it seems like this game is almost going to be over by then anyway, but unfortunately for JP Stevens, the coach was saying they have one of their starters is injured. One of them had to go on a trip for another sport, and so that's not helping them either because they don't have a lot of girls on the bench.
.211 stolen. There's Van Fleet with it. Takes it to the inside. East Brunswick denying her to the middle now. Almost stolen by Riccio. Got a dribble. And that's why they stole it.
Knocks it away.
Jessica Campbell with a clear lane. Has her 5th basket, 10 points, as East Brunswick has a 38-9 lead.
And again tonight we see Jessica Campbell with the assignment of probably guarding the biggest offensive threat on the other team. She's been doing an excellent job so far.
Buzzer with 1:19 to go. East Brunswick gets the ball. Jessica Campbell out, as is Candace Green.
Now we've got Megan Mayo running the point guard for the Bears.
Along with Lang. The guard position inside. Mayo went effortlessly with the passing.
Yeah.
She really is an excellent. And she does it so deceptively that sometimes the defense can't handle it. Good shot up by DeFalco. Gets her 2nd basket.
Great ball movement by the Bears. They faced so many zones this year. It seems like every time they play against one, they're just getting better and better at it.
And it is 40-9. East Brunswick in.
That's going to be an illegal pick.
Right. Mayo took the brunt of that.
It's going to be a Charlie horse tomorrow for her. It looks like she got kneed right in the thigh.
You know, you look at the scores that East Brunswick has, put up in their previous 6 wins. 40 for 1 half is quite a lot.
Absolutely. East Brunswick is really a defensive team. I mean, they have a lot of offensive threats, but they really like to focus on their defense. And I know one of their team's goals this year is to try and hold teams to under 10 points each quarter. So they don't need to score that much more than 40 points a game.
How about
if
under
they
10
reach
for the
their
half,
goal.
Megan?
So I don't think that's a realistic goal for a lot of games.
We have a foul here. It looks like Stevens will go to the line. Shooting foul. Well, that'll be Casey Kirch. And Chesnikova picks up her 2nd foul. That is the 4th team foul for East Brunswick. Shot up, missed. Okay, we're still at 9. There's your double figures. 40-10. Oh, look at this. Trying to save time, huh? Mayo lofts a 3, won't go off the board.
Ooh.
Hits Riccio in the face. Could have got off a shot if she wanted to. And that will do it at halftime. East Brunswick with, as you said, comfortable 40-10 lead. Doesn't even seem like they broke a sweat.
It's good for the Bears to come out and build up some confidence. They need to prove to themselves that they are one of the top 3 teams in this county, and really they want to set themselves apart from the other teams.
All righty. Score 40-10 at halftime. Quickly the scoring, Petriello had 8 points, as Campbell had 10 points. Green had 7, DeFalco 5, and Christy Lang 3 points, and Chesnikova 2. That is the scoring for East Brunswick. As we take a break here and watch at halftime the cheerleaders. All right, we're going to back it down for just a quick moment after we watch the cheerleaders, and we're going to have an exhibition here by the, what did Frank Knoppenberger call them? The little Knights, the little Bears?
They're the little Bears.
Are these the 7th and 8th graders? I don't know who we're looking at, quite honestly.
I just think that they're from younger teams. I'm not sure exactly how old they are, to be honest.
All right, we'll do that. Okay, take a short break, and we'll be back up in a second. Okay, we are at halftime at East Brunswick versus JP Stevens, 40-10. As you look on the court here, Megan, who are these ladies?
These are, they call themselves the East Brunswick Bears. They're 12 and 13 years old, and they came out to show what they can do during halftime tonight, so it's a special treat.
And that's who we're watching, a green versus white. Obviously, you can see the difference. And we're going to get, at least we're going to get the names of these players in if we're not accurate on who's doing what.
Cassie Riccio with the ball right now. She's my neighbor.
Cassie is her first name?
Yes.
Okay. Rachel Gala is number 22. You also have Shannon Castello, 4 in the green. Alex Krantz, number 7. And Pujan Adderkar, number 44. And on the white team, you have Becky Acevedo, number 18. Alyssa Steinweiss, number 17. Maria Burns, that's a familiar name, number 23. Linda Solicito, number 11. And number 6, Rachel Cordasco. And this is the under-13 East Brunswick Bears teams. And interestingly, Megan, you see the varsity coming out to sit on the bench and watch these ladies. I think that's kind of like neat thing for these girls on the court.
Good support for the young girls. Yeah, coming up, you have to think about it like they look up to the high school girls, and one day, hopefully, they'll be, playing for the East Brunswick high school team. I remember being a little kid coming to the games. Always the older players were people that you looked up to and your role models.
Megan, when did you first think or dream of wearing an East Brunswick uniform?
I was a ball girl for the Bears when I was like 8 or 9 years old, so it was for a long time that I wanted to play for East Brunswick.
So you were immersed in the Reggie Carney.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to call it brainwashing, but boy, he had you ready to go when you were a freshman.
Certainly, and I was happy to do it. These girls are doing a nice job. They're working the ball around. We don't have any scores yet, but.
What is the most important thing as an under-13 player to learn it?
Just working on your fundamentals, working on your ball handling, developing your left hand, working on your shot, and really just practicing and watching the game and being around it so you can learn, some of the different angles of playing defense. And I think one of the most important things, especially for kids this age, is their ball handling, because by the time you're in high school, there's really no time to work on that, to work on your ball handling. You need to be able to handle the ball and pass and be confident with it.
We also know that camps are very, very important off-season.
Definitely. And playing all year round is really, these kids too, they get so involved in not only one sport, but you want to see let's see who scored that.
I have my eye on her. She's number 22, and that is Rachel Gala, who has the only score. I'll tell you what, we're not going to follow this entire game because it's going to be a running clock, and we wanted to make sure that you got to look at these gals and that they have something maybe to record on their TVs at home.
Sure, and they're up-and-coming players for East Brunswick, hopefully. So
great. So I'll tell you what we're going to do now is take a break and be back with the tip-off for the second half right after this. Underway here at the East Brunswick JP Stevens game. Jimmy Allinder being joined by Megan O'Neill as East Brunswick with a 40-10 lead. The third quarter just started, and right away We have a turnover. East Brunswick did not get a shot off Megan. And we're going to see if J.P. Stevens can sort of forge back.
Bears still playing man-to-man defense. Candace Green doing a good job pressuring the ball. The high screen.
High screen. Yeah, I see what you're saying. There's the offense for J.P. Stevens. Shot would not go by Van Fleet. Chesnikova rebounds. Here comes East Brunswick. That was a little loose on that pass, huh? Inside, Mayo was open.
Ooh.
Misses the open shot, but there's Chesnikova. She misses. Jessica Campbell. 3 missed shots by East Brunswick.
Right now, the Bears need to really get a stop and get the ball back and put it in, you know. They want to come out strong in the beginning of the second half. This is a big couple of minutes in every game.
Great pass inside to Mayo.
There we go.
Is she a lefty?
Megan Mayo now.
Well, that was a left-handed shot. That is good.
Absolutely.
42-10, East Brunswick. 6:40 remaining in the third quarter, knocked away.
You have to think J.P. Stevens is going to be looking for Van Fleet here.
Bruno. And that is Kirsch. Put up by Kirsch, misses everything.
Way off. And Laura Petriello to go out of bounds.
Substitution. Kowalska leaves the game. And East Brunswick leisurely brings the ball up with no pressure.
J.P. Stevens very inactive on defense right now.
Green thought about it. Penetration inside, opens up the shot on the other side for Megan Mayo. She's
in and
missed
out.
2 shots. Has been known to be a streaky shooter of sorts.
When she's on, she is deadly. Sometimes that was an unlucky roll right there for her.
Another missed shot by the Hawks. Petriello from the corner hits a 3.
Laura Petriello, great outside shot, knows how to get the ball inside. She is quite an offensive threat for the Bears.
And that is her first 3 of the game. So it is 45-10. 5:20 left to go in the quarter.
And she takes the charge right back, hits the 3, and then gets the charge.
That was a good play because I guess it's Kirsch has been making a habit of going to that corner.
Absolutely, and putting her head down. And Laura's person that she was guarding set the screen, so she hedged out and was able to set her feet and take the charge.
And that's a heady player.
Bears working the ball around the outside, the skip pass.
Green's going to take it.
Great.
Nothing but net. That's her second 3. 48-10. You wonder how long East Brunswick will keep its starters in the game.
Yeah, you know, you want to get them out in the second half, give them a couple of minutes, and then I'm sure pretty soon we're going to start seeing some subs coming in.
Shot up.
Long rebounds, loose ball.
Tie up. Who is that? Stevens gets the ball.
It's good to see them still hustling out there, even though this isn't a very close game. We had the 2 Bears on the floor, 2 gets from J.P. Stevens on the floor. It's good to see. Bruno in the corner. Van Fleet, quite an athlete. She's got some quickness.
However, she gets stuffed. There's ahead of the field is Mayo. Takes user right hand that time.
And she finishes.
And she's got 9 points as East Brunswick reaches the half-century mark with 4:15 left to go in the third quarter. And now you're going to see some substitutions as Stevens elects to call timeout.
J.B. Stevens keeps giving up their dribble, and it's because of the Bears' defense and the pressure on the ball. But it makes it so tough when they're dribbling too much and then they're just giving it up and they really have nothing open. That's what's causing a lot of their turnovers. Bears did a great job coming out. First couple possessions, struggled, missed a couple layups, but then they really picked it up.
Okay, the cheerleaders are out on the floor facing us, so we will have an opportunity to watch them with their routine.
And we have Sierra Albouf, Samantha Angelini, Lindsay Satari, Michelle Cole, Lara Greenberg, Kara Kendall, Michelle Lanzano, Amanda Miller, Caitlin Redding, Rachel Sachs, Rachel Schneider, Lucinda Toto, Alyssa Tucci, Caitlin Westuba, Madeline Witchell, and Lindsay Young.
All righty. You did that rather well. You're hired.
Thank you. I went over during halftime to check with them how to say their names.
All right, Stevens had used a full timeout, so they will inbounds. Van Fleet cuts to the middle, forces up a shot, but she really had no choice. And what you're finding is that East Brunswick is putting it ahead of the field. And remember we talked about the fatigue factor?
Absolutely. JP Stevens looks tired right now. A lot of times they're running down the court and put their hands down on their knees. That's always a sign of fatigue.
So you figure East Brunswick could get a lot of shots.
Candace Green puts it up off the rim. Allie Riccio, great hustle.
Great hustle, and she's the first one to the ball as a result.
Absolutely.
So let's see what we're going to see here. See these long shots being forced up, finding nothing. That is the
That's
fatigue
not a
factor.
shot you want to take when you're tired.
Almost taken away. Arrow pointing to East Brunswick. Lang looking for somebody to pass to and finds DeFalco.
Misses everything. That was a great look by Christy Lang. Whenever you're playing against a 1-3 zone, you always want to look opposite, and that's exactly what she did.
East Brunswick moves the ball well, getting that open shot for Green, who does not can it. And ahead of the field for the first time in a long time, number 32, Kirsch, doesn't make the shot, gets a second shot. That doesn't go. Who's got it? A lot of whistles, a lot of tie-ups.
Unfortunately, I think we're seeing a little bit of frustration for JP Stevens, missing wide open layups and stuff. Hopefully they can get it together a little bit right now.
Kuno puts up a shot, won't go. It's been a while since they've scored.
Yeah. Well, they had 10 points at half score. They're yet to score in the second half.
Inside, won't connect.
They're on a break. Bruno with the ball.
She's going to take it. Hits the rim.
Seeing a lot of their shots are short right now, and like you were saying, it looks like they're getting a little bit tired. They're having trouble getting back.
Campbell, that will not go. So East Brunswick has cooled off a little from the outside. Shot, nothing.
Brianna DeFalco gets the rebound and gets pushed by Van Fleet.
Who picks up her second foul. That is the second team foul. So we have wholesale substitutions here. As you see, Riccio in the game, DeFalco's back in. Actually, it's a mixture of the same core that has really played this game. We haven't seen any new
We haven't
faces.
seen any of the, yeah, absolutely. All of the players on the court right now, get significant time for the Bears in every game. That's one of their benefits, too. They have a very deep bench, and they have a lot of players to put on the court, so they're able to play a high-tempo game.
DeFalco with her second outside shot. And extends the lead to 53-10. Brianne DeFalco with 2 threes and a 2 for a total of 8 points. East Brunswick continues to play that pressing defense. Van Fleet finally puts one home for Stevens, which went on a long drought. Make it 53-12. Van Fleet by far the leading scorer. As a matter of fact, other than Casey Kirch's foul shot, Van Fleet has all the points.
DeFalco in and out.
Oh, boy, when it's bouncing your way, huh? Petriello with it.
Petriello with 2.
She's the leading scorer. She's got 13 points. 55-12 EB, under a minute to play, third quarter. A rather quick third quarter, I might add. think the officials took my cue and decided to put their whistles away. We only had 3 team fouls in this quarter. Not a lot the first. Neither team in any type of foul trouble.
Well, right now, certainly East Brunswick does not want to be fouling, and JP Stevens, there's really no reason for them to be fouling. So hopefully the game will just keep on moving the way it is.
Petriello adds to her team-leading team scoring with 15 points now, 57-12. Stevens with it. Kirsch. Lang guarding Kerner. Van Fleet up, will not go. Saves it.
Bruno puts it up. Can't find the basket
Van
right
Fleet
now.
playing hard. And a shot in by Runo at just as the buzzer sounds, ending the third quarter, making it 57-14. This is, we kind of thought this is the way it would go, Megan. I mean, we asked Andy Yang, the coach for Stevens, what kind of game his team needed to play. And I know he was being honest with us. But if you're East Brunswick, you know, you have 1 quarter left to play. What's the focus going to be for this team now with a 57-14 lead?
Well, right now, first of all, you don't want to. You want to be a good sport, so you don't want to really rub it in and score a ton of points. You want to get some of your players into the game that don't get a lot of minutes, and some of the players that you bring up from JV, which we're seeing right now coming out into the court, are some of the players that swing JV and varsity. Get them a little experience on the court, get them in the box score, and see what they can do. And if you're JP Stevens right now, you just want to try and, you know, keep the game moving the way that it is. See if you can find something positive out of it, and, you know, move on from here.
Okay, other than Ali Riccio, you have 4 new faces entering the game. Let's see if we can pick those names up. With number 1 is Ariel Lodish with the ball. Riccio's going to take the shot and hits. So the scoring onslaught continues, 59-14. Runo with the shot. That will not go. Down with his number 12. That's Capitano. Well,
Kapitanovic.
Kapitanovic.
Ivana is her first name.
Okay. Vic or Vich?
I think Vic. I'm not positive, though.
All righty. With that shot was Lodish, also in the game for the Bears.
Evelyn Strombaum guarding Runo.
And Payuko, number 34 in the middle. She tried to block the shot that time. Runo won't go. Off East Brunswick. And I think that's everybody. You say you caught Strombaum?
Yep.
Okay, good. 7-11. All left to go in this contest, 59-14. It has been more than luck for East Brunswick today. They have worked very hard, gotten good shots from the outside in the first half, and then just used their defense to create a lot of turnovers and actually extending their margin in the third quarter. Only scored 19 points. I'll take it back.
They did exactly what they needed to do this game. They came out strong with no let up. They didn't play down, and they kept their confidence high, and that's exactly what they need to do to continue to do against teams that aren't necessarily on the same level as them. So I think both of the Whalen coaches will be happy today with the way that their team played.
I need a schedule for the rest of this year, and we don't have one today. We will get it. Really want to look and see what the East Brunswick team is going to be facing, because you know they have to play South Brunswick and Piscataway again.
Both of them again. Next week I know that they're playing Saraville.
Okay. Again, East Brunswick, South Brunswick, Piscataway, really on their own level here. You have a prep team, Rutgers Prep, that has a 9-3 record, but I'm not sure that they can play with
at the
these
same
three.
level.
Yeah, exactly.
Bears moving the ball around. Ali Riccio off the back of the rim. Gets her own rebound.
As a matter of fact, when we get to the GMC semifinals, I would be surprised if those three teams.
Not one of those 3 teams.
Not one of those 3 teams are in. And it would take a huge upset.
It makes for great competition, too, in the red division with those 3 teams. And really, that's the first battle. And right now, you know, East Brunswick lost to South Brunswick and then beat Piscataway.
Right. And
so
then
next
they lost
week,
to North Hunterton.
Exactly.
So the point is, you know, outside of the GMC, Megan, and that's where I really wanted to see this schedule, because you want to take a look at some of the non-conference teams that they're going to be playing, which they could possibly, because they had an early exit in the state tournament last year against Howell Township,
right,
who was the top seed in Central Jersey Group 4. So you want to see, I mean, that's where you really get better.
Oh, absolutely.
With the ball is Paiucho, puts it up and in.
Finishes and gets the foul, Dina Paiuco. Dana Paiuco cracks me up because she always smiles whenever she scores. She can't stop it.
It's better than having a frown, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. She really looks like she's having fun.
Steps to the foul line. Misses on it. So it's 61-16.
Evelyn Strombaum comes up with that rebound, and Dana's going to put it up again.
Ball off East Brunswick. 5:14 remaining in the quarter, fourth quarter. It has been East Brunswick all the way, as they're going to extend their record now to 7-2. East Brunswick guarding man-to-man as they have this whole game. And Van Fleet with the ball. She's the only one that really has been an offensive threat.
Allie Riccio are going to be called for using her hands a little too much.
I believe that's the third team foul for the Bears. Allie's second foul.
Inside again to Van Fleet.
In and out and in. Got 11 points, I believe.
She has showed good moves today, too, offensively. Really has been carrying her team.
Shot blocked. Taken away nicely. Riccio to the flank here. Takes it by herself. And what are they going to call?
Ivana tried to clear a path for Riccio to get to the basket and unfortunately called for a blocking foul.
In essence, an offensive foul. I guess that was an illegal pick, so to speak.
Unfortunately, it was just a little bit too obvious. There wasn't anyone else around to kind of show it, but I mean, that's something that you always try and do in basketball. And another illegal screen.
Well, the official now wants to use his whistle. I guess when it creates an obvious advantage for the team, you got to call it.
Absolutely. You have to make sure that the game doesn't get out of control and that everyone is, you know, playing a clean game.
There you go, Paiucho.
And she banks it
home.
home.
Oh, yeah. That's the way she planned it. Paiucho with 5 points, 63-18. They're going to call carrying on that. You give her a little leeway, but when you start to palm the ball such as that,
yeah,
it's as much, you know, you have to learn how to handle the ball.
When you're right out in front at half court, it's pretty obvious to the referee.
3:40 in the fourth quarter. Riccio going to put it up off the rim. And they're going to call traveling on Stevens. So that good tie up there by number 12 for East Brunswick. Kapitanovic causes the turnover. They're looking inside. Back out. Oh, she had the shot. Now she puts it off on the wide angle. And Lodish successful in the tie-up. That'll be East Brunswick's ball.
We'll get to set up their inbound play. Evelyn Strombaum comes up short.
Ball bounces around, out.
Dana Paiuco with the ball, the corner.
Inside, nice pass. Well, just will not go.
Just short.
Good idea, though. as we near the 3-minute mark to go in the fourth quarter. Van Fleet looks for a screen. Tied up nicely, I thought, by Riccio, but they're going to call her for getting more than just her hand on the ball. Not a shooting foul, apparently. Yes, it is.
It is a shooting
foul. Take it back. So Van Fleet to the line for the first time.
A little bit long on that foul shot.
That one falls.
And that one good.
63-19. Under 3 minutes to play. Tie up. East Brunswick moves the ball around nicely, as they can afford to do.
Trying to find the gaps in the zone. Dina Payuko from the corner, a little bit long. Ariel Lodish is going to get called for the push-off there underneath the basket on the rebound.
Van Fleet has been doing the primary ball handling here in the fourth quarter. Oh, bounces off. Oh, she was hustling. You know what?
She's gonna get called for backcourt.
And did not hustle. Might have been able to save that ball.
I think she was waiting to see if, well, I think once it went in the backcourt, she was waiting to see if one of the East Brunswick players would touch it, and then she could recover, but.
And she's going to exit the game with
She made a good effort tonight, though. She played hard.
Finished with 12 points, 12 of the 19 for Stevens. At least that's the unofficial statistic.
Evelyn Strombaum in the corner. Bears moving the ball around the outside. Ariel Lodish from three, can't hit it. Great hustle by the Bears for the rebound.
Shot up and in.
Evelyn Strombaum, 2 points.
(65-19).
JB Stevens calls the
timeout. Why?
I think he wanted to get a sub in.
Okay.
Looks like he's going to talk to his team for a minute anyway, try and get them organized for this very end of the game.
And I will use this opportunity to go over the scoring so we don't have to do that after the game and we can get an early exit. For East Brunswick, you got to figure they're through playing. Laura Petriello led East Brunswick with 15 points, followed by Jessica Campbell's 10. Brianne DeFalco with 8 points, and Megan Mayo with 9, and Chesnikova out of the game with 2. Now Paiucho has 5. Oh, we forgot Candace Green, I'm sorry. She finished with 10 points. So nice balanced scoring for this East Brunswick team, as you like to see.
Absolutely. They want to come at you with a balanced attack because they really have a number of offensive threats on the team. And like you were even saying, girls that don't necessarily start, that come off the bench, like Brianne DeFalco comes in and really is a great offensive player. So tonight we saw exactly what the Bears want to do in all their games.
Bureau 1 for 2 from the line. As she makes the score 65-20. Shot up, will not fall. Bounced around, looks like it was off Stevens. Payuko's getting a lot of open looks over there on that side. Bounced away. And I think we're going to call foul. And we might have, yes, a 1-on-1 here. All right, folks, off the air, I privately said that the score was going to be 65-20. Did I not, Megan?
Yes.
Okay, what's the score right now?
I said 65-25.
You said 65-25.
The game's not over yet, though.
You're right. Okay, she at the line is number 21, Polanco. Okay, you're still in the running. As Polanco makes her first on a 1-on-1, sinks the second as well. All you need is a 3, and you're golden.
Bears coming down. I would rather them score and me lose.
Okay.
Looking opposite, Evelyn Strombaum on the block.
Yeah, she had an open look, couldn't put it home, however. We have a tie-up, arrow pointing toward the East Brunswick. Bounce pass inside, blocked off Stevens.
It's going to stay for East Brunswick. They'll get another shot at it.
1:05 in the contest.
Inside to Ali Riccio. Can't finish.
That was off Stevens.
Ali Riccio doing a great job being strong inside. He posting up, just can't seem to finish it.
Whoops. Went off a foot, but they're not going to call it. Officials letting things go, so to speak.
40 seconds left. JP Stevens with the ball. Dana Payuko gets a steal.
East Brunswick, again, taking its time. There's a pass nicely inside, draws a foul. And going to the line will be Kapitanovic, or Kapitanovic, depending on how it's pronounced. We'll get that straight before the next game. Ivana, a junior, misses on her first shot. And 0 for 2.
JP Stevens comes up with the rebound.
Long three, won't go. And they're going to call off the horses here and say, let's not do anything.
Let's
so
just finish
as
up
the
this
clock
game.
finishes out, 65-22. We were both pretty close, Megan, as East Brunswick wins this game rather handily, bringing the Bears' record to 7-2 as JP Stevens drops to 1-5. We went over the scoring for you, and I apologize for not having the schedule. We'll get it for you next time so we know exactly what East Brunswick is going to be facing in the next couple of games. But that's going to do it here from East Brunswick High School. The final score, East Brunswick 65, JP Stevens 22. For Megan O'Neill, this is Jimmy Allinder saying thanks for being with us.